Yo, hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another edition of Sportsdaddytv presents the Coastal Bros. I'm your host, Big Chief Daddy, along with Joey Two Wallets, and we have a special guest today, Big Boy, coming from. He's in here. So what's going on, folks? How you guys doing, folks? How we doing? How we doing today? Football season's upon us. What's going on?
It's a
Week
beautiful
1
time of the year.
Yeah, week 1 is done. What you guys so far? What you guys think about week 1 so far?
Okay. The teams I picked still look very super. So I'm just gonna run with that.
Yeah, the teams I picked too will look pretty super. How about you, big boy? How's your team?
The team that I picked to go to the Super Bowl, they lost.
They lost. Who do you got in the Super Bowl this year, big boy?
I mean, I do got the Bucks, but also had the Browns.
Oh, okay. You went deep to the Browns. Sorry, look, I went back and if you follow Sportsdaddy on TikTok, the Miz made a comment saying, "Well, what are the Kansas City Chiefs gonna do right now?"
The Browns?
Yeah, I see Joey Tuwans with the Piper bag.
Browns. These Browns, they going to where? This particular Brown, the only place they going to is Jack in the Box. They ain't going to no Super Bowl. Trust me, I had a feeling it was coming. That's why I had a bag next to the phone.
Well, I was laughing because he was like, "What are the Chiefs gonna do?" Chief fans, oh, we're about to go 0-1. I was like, "Excuse me, you want to repeat that?" Because yeah, you guys lost. So it was a good week, good games. Let me ask you guys this though: do you think you've seen a difference in play because the preseason was only 3 weeks and the starters didn't really play a lot?
There was a lot of miscommunication between the wide receivers and the quarterbacks. A lot of overthrown balls, a lot of balls completely out of reach. They gotta tighten it up, but that's the rest of the new season.
Right, but I mean, I'm thinking that you need to play. Like this preseason games is, I know you gotta at least have your starters play at least one full preseason game, because I was watching that Green Bay game and their defense, they had hands on their hips and they were deep breath shoulders, and I was like, what's going on? And especially, I had them on my fantasy football team this past week. And yeah, that didn't work good for me. Yeah. So I was like, I benched the Arizona Cardinals defense, and I was just like,
Why?
Well, you figured like this. I figured Derrick Henry is going to run.
Derrick Henry's bigger than everybody on that defense. I mean,
yes, and I was like, I benched him, and I went with Green Bay defense. I didn't think Jameis Winston was going to be eating dubs. I didn't think he was going to eat W's. He was throwing. He looked like Jameis Winston from Florida State.
I think that was a bit of an aberration. I think he'll settle back down to not the full turnover machine, but it'll still be at a higher rate than normal.
Okay. I do have something to add to that, big boy. How long have we been saying that Bill Belichick is one of the greatest quarterbacks, right? Follow me for a second. We've been all saying it for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have we really been getting Sean Payton any credit for what he's done with Drew Brees? Because I don't know if anybody remembers Drew Brees in San Diego. Those first 2 years before Phillip Rivers got drafted, he was a dumpster fire, and they wanted to trade him. So he gets to New Orleans. He looks phenomenal. Can we see a comeback player of the year out of Jameis Winston? Quite possibly.
Go ahead, big boy. You can answer that one.
With Sean Payton?
I would say, I mean, considering just week one, comeback player, he's winning by a large margin. Let's see how we look at week 5. I feel like he might have a
regression.
I feel like he might have like a 2-to-1 TD to interception ratio by then if he dials back or regresses to what he was before he reached the Saints.
All right, so here are the Saints' upcoming games. They got at Carolina, at New England, home, hopefully in the dome against the Giants, at Washington. So his biggest test probably won't come until the Monday night at the end of October when they go to Seattle. Because they have a potentially to go 4-1, maybe 5-0 to start the season. The only team I would think they'd have would be maybe Bill Belichick, because it's hard to go into New England and win, even though, again, even though because he got a rookie quarterback and all. He will have a trouble because I don't know who this Sam Darnold is this weekend, because this Sam Darnold was not the same Sam Darnold that played with the Jets last year. As far as he looked really good. Like, he made the Jets eat their words. You releasing me? Okay, I'm going to show you. I see the face of Joey too. Joey going crazy. What's up, Joey? I know I can hear you. What's going on? What's up?
Okay. First of all, from the last story to this one, he's never had a good offensive coach or a good coach. He can't be good if the person teaching him is not good. That's like saying, let me go to class and learn from this teacher, and the only thing the teacher can teach me is about apples and oranges, and we sit here learning about steak and shrimp. Like, come on. He's got an offensive coach now. He's going to progress. He's got one of the best running backs in the game, which also will help Jameis Winston look better and not throw so many picks because he won't have to. Come on, man. Can we talked about this before. Sam Darnold is not as bad as you think. It's the collective parts around him that were bad, except for the one guy that was good and ended up in Carolina, and now he's with his boy again.
You want to take that, big boy?
I do. It's hard to win a game, especially as a quarterback. We don't have no pieces around you, whether it be the players or the coaching staff. But when it comes to the Jets, it's both.
Yeah. I mean, the Jets, it's the owner. It goes from top to bottom. I mean, who knows what they're doing? I mean, Wilson didn't look good either. I mean, it's like, I'm not quite sure if that's a good pick for them. I think they should go get a certain somebody that is sitting at home.
Don't say Colin. Please don't say Colin Kaepernick. Please don't say Colin.
No, I'm not. I'm saying dun da 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 da. Go get Cam. He's right there.
They have a running back.
Look,
okay, hold on.
Cam's gonna play for them. He's gonna end up with like a broken leg.
Okay, look. Okay, big boy, you gotta excuse my man here. He
Cam
calls
is one of the greatest running backs you could throw of all time.
He has never in the, I don't know how many years I've known him since Cam's been in the league, said Cam Newton's a quarterback. He said he's the best running back. What do you say?
At the quarterback position. He's the greatest running back at the quarterback position.
I do think he does have tremendous legs for a quarterback.
Thank you.
But I just figure him as a more of a power dual quarterback. When you run him, you're going to run the power game on him.
Okay. I got one real quick, Dale, and I'll switch it to you. Big boy. If you had to choose that running back between Brandon Jacobs, 6'5", 252, 253, or Cam Newton on goal line, who you give me to?
I give it to the big boy, Brandon Jacobs, though.
Oh, over Cam.
He would.
Yeah.
If he played like he did in his career, he will run straight north south, obliterate anything in his path.
See, yeah, I mean, Cam can throw. You don't think? Can you think? Do you think Cam can throw, big boy?
I think he could throw to a degree.
Because I mean, to me, he's not going. I heard Washington, and I'm like, he's not going with Ron Rivera. He's not going there. Ron Rivera got rid of him. He left because of Cam. He's not going there. But I can see him go to the Jets because I don't like. They need a mobile quarterback, but also I don't like rookies their first year. I don't mind rookies their second year. I don't want them their first year. See, I like the rookies to learn from a veteran because know why? You put a veteran in and he stinks, so be it. You put a rookie in and he's horrible, you could ruin this dude's career, a la David Carr.
Yeah, I was just David Carr.
Okay. Jamarcus Russell.
That's not even fair to call that dude a quarterback. That dude is an offensive lineman who should never been named.
So, I mean, those are the guys I think personally that be like, I'd rather have like Patrick Mahomes got Tutelage under Alex Smith. And take it from me, I was not a big Alex Smith fan when he was wearing the red and yellow.
I kept telling him about his own.
Aaron Rodgers learned from Brett Favre. And by the way, I think you owe me a Coke, Joe, because Jordan Love got into the first week of the game and you said he wasn't going to see the field. Didn't that?
That's a technicality. Aaron Rodgers ain't hurt or gone.
He was just thinking.
He won. Messed up my fantasy team. I benched him, put in Matthew Stafford, who I
who I said was very super, by the way. Oh, going right back to the theme. Look at this. Veteran quarterback and a good coach. Name one good coach that Matthew Stafford his whole career. Oh, wait, I can name one. And the one time he did have a good coach, he was in the postseason. Just saying. And that dude still doesn't have a job. Just saying.
He probably won't get a job. Well, he
needs a job.
USC's hiring
3 black coaches who should be coaching in the NFL.
He can go to USC. They're looking for a head coach.
No, they need to get your offensive coordinator. That dude needs to stay out of the NFL coaching room.
No, he's not going nowhere. He's going to stay where he's at. No.
The enemy.
So,
USC.
all right. So, before we get into next week's games and looking at some of these games, I'll start with you, big boy. What two teams? Give me one standout from week 1 and one flop in week 1.
Believe it or not, my standout team, it's going to sound so bad. It's actually the Cowboys.
What?
I did not think they could hang in that long, toe-to-toe with the Bucs.
I did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like if they could have got some more ground production and a few not missed kicks, they could have did something.
Okay.
But I feel like that might be the Cowboy story all year. So close, but not over the hill.
And what's your flop for week 1?
It got to be those Packers, man. Like, come on, what was that?
Yeah, tell me about it. So with the Cowboys, every time that kicker missed a field goal, I was really thinking of that song, Adam Sandler song back in the day called Lonesome Kicker. And I was like, yep, that's pretty much how it is. I mean, he was really good with the Rams, Greg Zuerlein, but something with the Cowboys and their kickers, they just don't mesh. And look, the Cowboys missing Zach Martin and a couple other key offensive linemen. I think it's going to take Zeke some time to gel, to get back in there. with Dak looked great.
He looked phenomenal.
You couldn't tell me this dude was coming off a broken ankle and a hurt shoulder, and with no preseason at all. He looked like it was week 8 or 9 in the season. He looked great. Most valuable Prescott after week 1. That could be. Of course, I could give it to Kyle Murray. 2 wallets over there. I see you. Mind going. So let's go. Give me your flop and your rise up, stand out for week 1.
Okay. My flops. I got 3 on each side, and I'm kind of picking which one is. So I was writing as you guys were talking. I'm listening. So the number one for me, obviously because it was the first game, Zeke Elliott was the hugest flop. He didn't show up. And yes, I do understand that Dak changed 11 of his run calls to passes, but I understand he lost weight, he got in shape, but he still didn't look like that first Zeke Elliott. And then, I'm a Titans fan, but I got to remember that I'm super, super honest. My Titans D, even though we have a D coordinator, they just didn't show up. Not yet. Tennessee does have a lot of chemistry, so I will give them that. But the one team for me is the biggest flop. The whole team. There's no way Minnesota should have lost to Cincinnati. I don't care if it was last year, 2 years ago, this year. Cincinnati is not good enough to beat that big. That was my flop. And for my standout, Dak was awesome. Derek Carr in the opener has to be mentioned here, but I'm sorry. Chandler Jones from my Arizona Cardinals. We cannot leave that dude going through Tennessee's offensive line, which is a very good offensive line, by the way. People are hating on it. He blew by Tyler Wayne for 5 sacks. That dude hasn't given up 10 sacks his whole career.
And what about
Jones, man?
So those are your players. Are you gonna go with those specific teams too, like your Cardinals? Those are your rise, and your Titans are low.
My standout is Chandler Jones, and my flop is the whole Minnesota Vikings team for losing to Cincinnati.
So your standout is the whole Arizona Cardinals team, because
no, just Chandler Jones.
Just Chandler Jones. So you're not one of those guys that's saying Murray's MVP already after week 1?
No, because right now, if you really want to pick MVP leader, you got to put Derek Carr in there for what he did.
No. Look,
I don't like the Raiders.
Look. Obviously, I am not a big Raider. I'm one of the biggest Raider haters there is. But to me, yeah, he had great. He was great, especially in overtime. But I'm telling you right now,
it's just after week 1.
I know in week 1, but Lamar Jackson
looked great
until the end of that game, where he says,
"I'm not one of them people."
Where he said, "Here you go."
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. Okay, look, it's under review. The game is under review. You don't shake the other player's hands. You're like, "No, my defense stopped them. Let's put the helmets on. Let's go." What happened? What happened? Incomplete interception. And now he gets the ball back. For him to fumble it was great, because he gave up on his team. If I'm the defense, I'm saying, you didn't have no faith in we stopped them? Like we could stop them? He waving to his family. "Thank you for coming. I'll catch you at Caesars. We're going to Caesars. We're going to MGM."
Big boy, but I don't know about you, but I was just like Lamar Jackson. Oh, dang, that dude scored. I'm out. Like,
bruh.
That looked like a touchdown. If it wasn't for instant replay, I just want to point out one small fact. Did anybody realize how very, very similar that looked like the no catch from Dez Bryant in the Green Bay Packers? That looked identical.
Well, if they had replay back in the day, they probably would have called it a catch. So, but
Dez not a catch. Oh boy, it was a catch. Just
But do you think that offside or that delayed game was on purpose? That John Gruden just wanted a little bit more room for his quarterback to throw that ball, because he aired that ball, and that dude was, talk about a blown coverage, because that dude was wide
dumb.
open from Florida to California. That's how open he was, and
that was an all-out blitz. They didn't think Derek Carr had
zero
the
coverage.
But it's all out blitz, but whose man was that? Because even though it's all out,
4 yards trailing the wide receiver.
Because I know it's all out blitz, but at least the corners, right?
It's just,
I mean, you got the DBs and maybe a safety over top. I mean, I know it's all out blitz all the linebackers.
It was 1-on-1, and that dude got smoked.
You can't leave those big wide receivers open.
Yeah.
Al Davis, Mike Davis, they're the same. They love big guys, big receivers. They love big receivers and speed.
Rugs.
You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I know for a fact those two receivers, they killed us last year in the game. But so my standout. So my standout was Arizona. That looked good. Those are my biggest flop, I gotta say, was the Packers. A lot of people were going Buffalo Bills, saying Buffalo Bills were more of a flop because they lost to the Steelers. All I know is that Allen had no rushing touchdowns, but either did Lamar, so I'm good there.
Yeah, our bet is good.
Allen's gonna have a couple rushing touchdowns this week. Lamar, nothing, because Chiefs ain't gonna let him do it on a Sunday. But
any place to be the holes in the middle and in the secondary to Kansas City.
Yeah, well, Tyron's coming back this week. Okay,
Matthews come back.
Yes, he just got out of the COVID protocol.
Oh,
so that's the reason why he didn't play. So he's playing this week. So, or at least I think he's going to play this week. I mean,
the Bills
going to put a whipping on him.
What'd you say, big boy?
The Bills is going to put a whipping on the Dolphins.
Oh yes, the Dolphins. Look, let's put it this way: the Dolphins did not win that game. It was given to them.
Nah, they didn't win. They just did not lose. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel like they were given that game.
I don't know.
I was looking at that O-line. They was getting bullied most of the game.
Yeah, but you got to realize New England's really good. So, up front.
Yeah.
They're always
I know it's just I know they linebackers. But when I think of their D-line, I could not get their name out of my mouth.
And that's exactly how Bill Belichick likes it. There's not anybody going to know.
There's not anybody going to know on the Patriots now. I mean,
they still got Brown. They still got Hightower. Both of them dudes run the run-stopping D. He's a 327-pound nose tackle out of Texas. That kid is still killing it. Hightower is back and healthy and on my fantasy.
Good pick.
Yeah, I had to adjust my fantasy this week. So we'll get to that in a minute. So give me a game that you guys are looking forward to for week 2. Like, give me a matchup. What are we looking at for week 2? What are you guys thinking? Week 2.
I sort of want to see the Cowboys versus Chargers game.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's in LA. It's their turn to host. And why I'm on that? Joey Brown, Joey Two Wallets. Can you please tell your people that go to SoFi, you ain't gotta fight with everybody. You ain't. Every time I see the Rams play at home or the Chargers play at home, they fighting somebody. They had a Bears versus the Rams. You just opened that stadium, and already you guys are beating everybody up. Now, granted, you're not the fans of these teams, but it's your state. It's your state.
Okay. As a fan, there's obviously two games that I'm obviously going to look forward to. Minnesota at Arizona, which means Minnesota's going to go 0-2, and then Tennessee at Seattle. As a fan, that's what I'm looking forward to. But the game I'm looking for, I know this might seem funny to y'all, Vegas at Pittsburgh. Is Derek Carr the Derek Carr we saw on Monday, or is it the Derek Carr last year who was fumbling all over the place? And I'm not a fan of I'm not even going to say his full name because I don't like that dude, the quarterback from Pittsburgh. That's the game. It's going to be more hard-hitting than I think people realize. You know me, Daniel. I love scores 6-9, dude. Like, let somebody
know. Yeah. Well, what? Oh, football game's on. I forgot.
Somebody.
Okay.
I like defense.
Yeah, I am a offensive guru, so I like scoring. I like nail biters. I put it this way, big boy. I love 54-51 Monday night a couple years ago. This dude was saying it was one of the worst games ever, and I was like, dude, it was great. The only problem was I didn't come up with the victory. I lost. So
okay, question. The defensive coordinators for both those teams, are they still there after that game?
No, but still, I'm just saying, entertaining game. Entertaining game. Whoever. Well, I'm not one of them, because if I did, then we have a lot more people on the podcast. No, I like last person with the ball. That's just me. Last team with the ball that scores is going to win. And granted, I know in playoffs, it does not. In the playoffs, defense wins championships. I get it. But, okay, but the games I'm looking for, obviously, besides Sunday night, Chiefs and Ravens, I got to agree. I am looking forward to Las Vegas. Don't call them Oakland. And the Steelers. But I'm also looking forward to Monday night. Now, granted, I'm looking forward to Monday night because of two reasons. One, does Aaron Rodgers bounce back? Does he come back, or did he say, screw it, Jordan Love, take the rest of the season. I'm going to go get married. I'm going to move to California. I'm going to go chill. And
he's going to go host Jeopardy.
Yeah, I'm going to go host Jeopardy because they need a new Jeopardy. But the Lions is who I'm really looking forward to, because they almost had the greatest comebacks against San Francisco. And if it wasn't for a poorly timed block, all right, again, Jared Goff, I personally think would have drove him all the way back. And I like I said, I picked the Lions in the Sports Daddy versus daughter pick. We all ran with the Lions. You can see that on YouTube tomorrow morning. So
nice plug.
Call me Captain Plug. I'm actually looking forward to that game, that Monday night game. I think it's going to be another good game. Do I think it's going to be just as good as this past Monday night? Well, I'll tell you what. If I tell my man to send me a couple video clips, because I can't stay up to, I won't be able to stay up to all night to watch this game because I got to get up early, then I'll say yes. Because when I went to bed, Baltimore was scoring left and right on the Raiders, on the Vegas Raiders.
You said Oakland.
And then all of a sudden, I got like 4 videos of the Raiders coming back, and this dude going back and forth saying it's over. You would have thought he was a Raider.
That's right.
Big boy, you would have thought he was a Raider fan.
Right.
You would have thought he was wearing that black and silver, and
that was a great game.
And was Raider Nation. By the way, did they have a concert or a football game?
Both.
Because
at the same time,
they had Bruce Buffer in the beginning, and they had Ice Cube at halftime.
That
A friend of mine showed me I saw a video clip of Ice Cube at halftime. I was like, it's only in Vegas, right? But those are the games I'm actually looking forward to too. But let's talk a little bit about our teams now. And we'll go with Mr. Thursday night, since his game is this Thursday against the Washington, I don't have a team name till next year. Or like my daughter calls them, the Washington DCs.
I'm praying the name of the Hogs. Keep it familiar.
What's going on with your boys in blue? What do you talk a little bit about this game? What are you looking forward to this game? What do you think they're going to happen in this game?
I think that there's going to be a problem at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They have a great front seven. Okay, it's back four, but that front seven is a threat that Washington has. And I want to see if our O-line can hold up to stuff, especially in the running game, to get some holes. I'm pretty sure we're going to get sacked 4 times. And I'm pretty sure that this boy that they call Dimes is going to fumble that ball. He's going to try to run. He's going to drop that ball. I don't know what it is on my team and quarterbacks to try to run, but they just can't do it. They literally fall face forward. What I'm hoping to see, though, is more of the Jones-Slayton combo. They have great rapport. I need to see him get that ball on. I need to see Kenny Galladay go off. We got all these receivers. I need to get a clear-cut number one. I feel like we run out with a bunch of twos right now. And hopefully, we can just pull up a nice little dub. 10-13.
10-13. Okay.
That's
You first need to get who's the last mobile quarterback you guys had?
Eli Man.
Like, I'm looking at the stats right now, and
oh man, that's a good question.
Your rushing leader is 6 for 27 with 1 touchdown, and that's your quarterback.
Oh man,
where's your boy Barkley at? Like, what's up with Barkley?
That's what I'm saying. I need that O line to make some holes.
It's
hard to run. We only got some brick wall in front of you.
Yeah,
it was bad.
So all right, so you got that. So now we'll go in order, since my game's the Sunday night game. I'll talk after. Which 2 teams, Mr. Two Wallets, you want to talk about first? Because if you notice, this man Big Boy has 2 teams in football, 2 teams in basketball, 2 teams in baseball. He carries 2 wallets at him at all times. So that's why we call him Joey 2 Wallets, 2 Teams Brown. So which one are you going to talk about, boys? You going to talk about your pathetic Titans or your underutilized, surprisingly good Arizona Cardinals?
Well, I don't know why it's a surprise. They did run off a 6-game winning streak last year. And in the season, they just kind of ran short on energy. And had a little bit of injury problems during the season. But that being said, I will speak on Arizona for this. This is the test this week, because Minnesota basically got embarrassed last week, losing to Cincinnati the way they shouldn't have. But at the same time, if Ryan Tannehill went down 5 times, Kurt, my favorite Cousins, is going down at least 2 or 3. Tennessee's defense, Arizona's defense and consistency is what I'll be looking for this week.
Okay, well, real quick, didn't you say Kirk Cousins wasn't going to do much this year?
Yeah, he's not.
They're pretty good the first game, even though they lost.
Oh, you mean with Kevin Love stats?
Ooh. Dude had 351 and 2 touchdowns.
Check the fourth quarter. And how much of that is in the fourth quarter?
Go on. I'll look while you go ahead.
Okay, but I do have a question for both of y'all while he's searching. So before he marinates on his Chiefs, who do you guys have as the highest scoring game? And what's that number? Combined score.
For next week?
Yeah.
That's the problem. The Saints could pour it on. The Bills score high every now and then. Bucks could do it at any given moment. And Dak Prescott's liable to throw 4 touchdowns at any time. And then he'll have Mahomes, who pretty much does what he wants.
Pretty much.
I have to go with the Chiefs since the Ravens defense are all the way there yet.
So you got Chiefs Ravens, the highest score. What's your number?
I feel like the Ravens could get a good 17, maybe 21. But if Hollywood Brown shows up, I won't be surprised with 28. But Chiefs is definitely going to get 28 or more.
So you got around 50, 54 points?
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Before Daniel finishes searching that up, Kirk Cousins' fourth quarter greatness, I actually have Dallas and LA at 78.5 points, which is going to come close. Yes, it's going to be a high-scoring game. Don't be surprised to see one with 40 and one with 30. Just don't be surprised. I don't think either defense is there yet for LA or Dallas, but I do think both offenses are ready to take off.
I mean, Dallas showed some flashes last game of what that defense can do if they get together. They got the talent. They just got to mesh it.
Yeah. And then when Zeke learns that he remembers how to catch like he used to at Ohio State, they could be the best screen team in the NFL.
I'll give it that.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. See, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Okay. But I he still had good numbers all around, and you know they like you said they shouldn't have lost that game.
He didn't even get the numbers.
Nah. I'm not even gonna worry about that.
He's the new Kevin Love. Let's marinate on that for a little bit, and then we'll get back to that.
Okay. So all right. So and your Titans, are they bouncing back this week?
I'm fearful. Even though Derrick Henry is bigger than everybody on Seattle's defense, also, I'm fearful. That no-name defensive line that we talked about went in New England. It's in Seattle, and they lost. So I'm scared. I don't see Tennessee scoring that little again, though. That offense actually has a lot of chemistry. And in the second half, they look like they could put something together. If they gather that same confidence they had in the second half and throw it into this game, Seattle could be in for some trouble. But I'm nervous, man. The best quarterback in the league is in Seattle, so I'm scared.
Did Derrick Henry rush for over 100 yards this week?
Yeah. He's always been a slow starter. So even if he doesn't get 100, he's going to get at least 2 catches for 20 to 30, and he's going to get at least 70, 80 on the ground.
Is Julio Jones going to get more than 3 catches this week? Because if not, I'm going to just bench him.
5 for 67 and maybe a touchdown.
I don't know if that's enough for me to start him. Might have to bench him. All right. So with the Chiefs coming Sunday night game, well, it's a short week for Baltimore. They're going to be hungry. They're at home. They're depleted, right? But I mean, they should get Devontae Freeman is going to probably play. I'm not sure about Le'Veon Bell. He might play a little bit. So they went older with their running backs. They didn't go younger. They got 3 good veterans with Latavius Murray, Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell. They're all screen. They're all mostly screen type of running backs. I mean, Latavius Murray's probably more of a downhill. Good night. Have a good one. One second, guys. This is why we call it Sportsdaddy TV.
That's right.
All right. Have a good one.
Hey.
I'll see you tonight. Say hi. Say hi to the world.
Brookie.
Say hi to the world.
Hi, Brookie.
You can check her out on Sports Daddy Picks real quick. Hold on. She wants to say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Good night.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Close the door. 1 second, guys.
No, it's all good. My son isn't on the tablet, so trust and believe he will not be here.
Kid free, y'all. Kid free.
Oh, you kid free for now?
Yeah,
When you meet that
hopefully
one,
Yeah, he's gonna be kid free for a while. So like I was saying though, the Ravens have something to prove now with the Chiefs goes, look, should they have lost that game in overtime? Good night. Another one. I got oh, this is why we live. We live, but should they have lost? I don't know. I mean, okay, people are saying, oh, if the punter doesn't fumble the ball and they give the Chiefs a short field, maybe. I mean, it was 29-20. Who says the Chiefs weren't going to score in that drive anyways? I mean, they scored in the blink of an eye. You look, they're going to score. Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball. I don't know how he made that 75-yard touchdown catch and run with Tyreek Hill when he was throwing that ball. It was like, oh, there's that little speck. That must be Tyreek Hill. Was it a wasp play? Possibly. But their defense needs to tighten up because they always have problems with a little bit more of a mobile quarterback. So Lamar too. You're right. I know I joked around that saying that, hey, Lamar's not going to get any rushing touchdowns, but I actually think he might actually get 2 rushing touchdowns in this game, because our red zone defense, for some reason, it's okay, but then they have a little bit of a leak, and their defense. We'll see what happens when Tyreek comes in. We have this right here. Let me show you this, guys, right real quick. This guy here, so Lamar's about to pop off. As far as he's on Twitch right now, he's saying Lamar's gonna pop off, and he says right here, he says he's a biased Raven fan. So, okay, well, to you, sir, good luck. We'll see what happens. While you're watching,
I just don't like him.
While you're watching, sir, who has more rushing touchdowns in this game, Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson in this game? But I think with Tyrann Mathieu, he's the quarterback of this defense. So that's what was the leak. That was the leak. I have this game. You asked me earlier, this is going to be your higher scoring game right here. I think this one's going to be a 56 total in this game. You can write that down, 56. It's not your 105 point game, but it's a
78.5.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's not your, the one, 54, 51. It's not that. It's a 56 game. It's going to come down to, let's see who as it is. He says, let me show you what this guy is writing here. He says, rushing Lamar, Mahomes can throw for 5 touchdowns in his sleep, though, which is very true. This guy is from, okay, so he shout out from Ireland. We have an Ireland, folks. This is from Ireland. So thank you, sir, for listening to Ireland. Thank you very much.
We got fans, man.
Yes, we got fans everywhere now. That's great.
We got to pay.
He is watching on Twitch, folks. He's watching on Twitch. So also, you can find us on Sportsdaddy on TV on Twitch. So I personally think we're going to see what Edwards-Helaire does. Basically, I think it's Edwards-Helaire versus Latavius Murray. I do think he starts. I don't know how much Le'Veon Bell will play in this game, but I do believe you'll see a lot of Latavius Murray. You're going to see a lot of Freeman. So that's what's going on. I have another guy right here, Chris Warren. Chris Warren, he says, "What's up? What's up, Chris? How are you doing? Welcome. Thank you for watching." So that's my prediction. I think that's going to be, like I said, that's going to be the game to watch. Sunday night game. I can't wait. So that's what we got. That's what I got. Okay, so I'm going to twist. What game are you least, if you don't even want to watch the highlights? What game's going to be the flop game of the week? Two wallets. Go ahead and go. Two wallets. You started off.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, the flop will be Wilson and the Jets against New England's defense. Can we just go there? Can we start there?
Okay. All right. What about you, big boy? Flop of the game. Flop of the week.
I don't want to see the Browns versus the Texans.
Me neither. I'm with you.
I got another one for you guys. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals and the Bears. I'm sorry. Bengals and the Bears. Justin Fields, please come on down. It's time for the start.
Under or over 34.5 points for that game?
Under.
I'm with you.
Under in that.
I'm gonna say under.
Yeah, under. Give me a blowout of the week. Chris Warren has chimed in and said under as well. Okay. A blowout of the week. Blowout. Over. Done. Blowout of the week. Big boy, go ahead. What you got?
The Bucks against the Falcons.
Really? Give me. All right. Give me a
what?
By how much?
At least 21.
21.
21.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Scotty got a touchdown too.
Two wallets. I hope you don't steal mine, but what do you got?
All right. 31-9. Patriots over Jets.
Wow. 31-9. Patriots over Jets. Okay.
2 picks at least for Wilson.
Okay. I got one. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Before let's our friend from Ireland. Jets beat Denver 40-3. Woo! Jags beat Denver. Woo! Jags. He's going Jags. Urban Meyer about to get his first win?
No. Not against Denver.
Against Denver?
Nope. 40-3 means that.
I mean, it's in Jacksonville, 43, but so he said, just wait. So my blowout is the Rams 38, the Colts 14. I think Carson Wentz, baloney, he's done. Okay, I'm sorry. He bad pick. All right, injury prone. Andrew Luck's not walking through that door. I'm sorry, he's not. And my super team is gonna keep rolling. Okay, that's my super team.
Is this the first time we ever picked the same Super Bowl team?
We've picked the 8 NFC, but we have 2 different AFCs.
Okay. And then Big Boy, I just want to make this super duper official. You said Browns?
Yeah.
Bucks?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't see it. I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I can't see it.
All right.
I think the shaky part is the Browns part.
Huh?
I think it's shaky. Who'd you pick for the NFC?
Oh, the Rams.
You picked the Rams?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar snaps.
I got Chiefs Rams in the Super Bowl this year.
And the thing is, my MVP is going to be Donald.
I just find it hard to stop Tom Brady when he gets to the playoffs.
Arnold is hard to stop 1-on-1.
So, yeah, that's gonna be a good one. But okay, and we're gonna close it off with this real quick before we end this show. Once again, I appreciate everybody watching. Your nail biter of the week.
Is it wrong for me to say 49ers
Cowboys.
Eagles?
49ers Eagles. Okay. Nail biter. Give me over under 30? Over under what? Let's say what, 30? What do you got?
Over.
All right.
Over.
And two wallets, what you got?
Nail biter is going to be Giants and Redskins. I really, really like that 10-13 score that you pulled out of your hat or your mustache or beard, however you roll. But I have the score a little bit different. I got it at 14-17, and both teams score a touchdown in the fourth quarter.
All right. I'm gonna go with Chargers Cowboys. Okay. No. That's gonna be.
I give you that though. No, because I got that 78.5 points. So I give you that.
Right, but it's not, they ain't getting 78.5 points. But it's gonna be a closer combined. No, not combined. It's gonna be a closer game though. It's gonna be a closer game. I Chargers by 3. They're up 3.5. I see they win by 3. It might come down to the field goal units again. And it's kind of funny to talk about the Chargers and the Cowboys and when they're going to be by a kicker. It's basically what kicker going to make the damn field goal. But I'm going to say my score is 24-28.
Did you just cut me off by half?
24-28. That's gonna be That's gonna be
okay.
That's my.
I bet you 1 pack of your diet Coke
Zero. Okay.
To my Gatorade Zero, that one of the teams will at least score 30.
Okay. And guess what? By the way, my wife has chimed in. She wants to say hello. She's watching on Twitch also. So we got a lot of people following. She got.
He said
she says 38, 34. Okay.
Oh, Mama P gonna win me some. Get right up.
So, all right. So we got that down. Write that down. Write that down. Well, my boy Steve is watching on Facebook. Hello, Steven. How are we doing? He Cowboys, man. I hope you're Cowboys. I don't know. Might be 0-2 this after coming up.
Man,
0-2. I don't know.
Call your boy Zeke and tell him to catch a touchdown and get one on the goal line. That's all I need. And I'm getting my 35. No, Dak is throwing for at least 30. Big boy.
We'll see.
Do you got Dak for at least 3 touchdowns?
Definitely.
Oh, okay. Daniel.
That's not like they're gonna run the ball into the end zone.
No. But Zeke might catch one.
He get a touchdown this year.
And they got
CeeDee Lamb gonna.
CeeDee Lamb's getting at least 10 catches.
Yeah, he's gonna have a 1,000-yard season.
By
CeeDee Lamb
season,
CeeDee Lamb was one of my sleepers. I didn't get him. I was upset that I didn't get him. So all right, so all right, so this is what I'm gonna be rolling with this week in fantasy so far. I'm gonna go DJ Clark. I'm gonna try Cook at tight end this week. Obviously I'm taking Stafford, but my sleeper, I'm hoping he has a decent game. He didn't have that good of a game last week, would be Boyd. So I know everybody focused on Chase now, which we didn't talk about Chase. Chase has been unbelievable. That game one. But I think hopefully Boyd catches a couple extra passes from Burrow this week because everybody will be focused on Chase. And obviously, if your Arizona defense lets me down, I'm be very upset because they looked very hot last week.
I mean, but we all know Kirk Cousins gonna throw for a lot in the fourth quarter, so you might want to rethink that.
Yeah, Steve, you're listening to Michael Gallup, man. He's IR. He's IR. He's out for the year, so you're gonna need to get another wide receiver to go with Lamb. You got Cooper, so maybe that will help. Anyways, well, folks, this has been fun. Real quick, he wants to know. Steven wants to know. What do you think? What do you guys think about Teddy Bridgewater?
This is personal. Why are people making it personal for me? They're making it real personal.
Real quick, dude. We got about 4 minutes, and then 4 minutes. All right, we got about 4 minutes.
Big boy, you first. You take the floor.
I feel like he's like the world's greatest game manager.
Oh, he took Alex Smith's comp. He took Alex Smith's throne.
Well, yeah, now Alex Smith is retired.
Yeah, he took Alex Smith's throne. Okay.
He won't win you the game, but he won't make you lose.
Hey, I saw him dodge a couple of defensive ends from New York, take 2 steps back like he was dancing, and then right to the, and then the Flint went right to the skull to touchdown in the fourth quarter. It looked like
never had good open field tackling like that.
Well,
Big Chief.
I think I have to agree with Big Boy. He's not gonna he's not gonna lose the game for you. He'll keep you guys in it. I don't see him making that one errant turnover that costs you the game. But it's the healthy part is more I'm worried about. Can he stay healthy for a full year? I'm actually glad he's in Denver because now he has a defense that plays good, that plays well. Defensive-minded coach, and he has no pressure. There's nobody in Denver right now that's looking over his shoulder. Carolina was a bad spot for him. I thought Minnesota was the greatest spot for him, but they, I hopefully kind of wish he was still there. But
all right. Again, this Teddy Bridgewater thing is personal. I'll never, ever, ever, ever forget yelling at my screen, Tennessee, draft the glove, and they passed. And then he fell. If I'm not mistaken, we drafted a running back who's no longer in the league. Sankey from Washington, I believe we drafted. When Teddy Bridgewater became a free agent after that horrific knee injury from the playoff game in Minnesota, which he overcame his bad coaching, then we saw a glimpse of a great Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans, and then had a rookie coach who was still kind of getting used to the NFL. So Teddy Bridgewater was kind of limbo last year, but good coach now. I'm just saying, Teddy Bridgewater has always been underrated. He's always been one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch, pre and post snap.
All right.
I've always loved that.
All right, guys. Well, all right. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Again, thank you everybody for watching, logging on, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you go out. Big Boy.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining the Coastal Bros, Sportsdaddy TV.
Thank you for
presents
having
the
me.
Coastal Bros. We gotta have you on again.
Good luck to the Giants.
Okay. Good luck to your Giants Thursday night.
Thank you.
We're gonna definitely have you again on this show. We'll be back next week. We'll be working on a time. I think it's gonna be Wednesdays at 8. I think Wednesdays at 8 is gonna be probably our time that you're gonna see Coastal Bros right before the Thursday night games and that weekend's games, and again a couple days after that Monday night football game. So once again, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us, Sports Daddy TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. We're everywhere. So for Big Chief, Joey Two Wallets, Big Boy, have a good day, guys. We'll talk to you guys later.